Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be an update video about what I'm currently working on, and I think you guys can take some insights from this and potentially launch your own supplement brand, or just, open your eyes about the possibilities of supplements and selling consumable products. If you guys have any questions at all during this video, just comment down below and I'll either respond to you or make a separate video answering your question. All right, and before we get started, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate this. I try to provide as much value as I can to people in all levels of experience with e-commerce. So yeah, let's jump right into this. I'm building a $1 million supplement brand, and this video is going to be explaining my thought process behind it and how we've scaled so far from $0 to $290,000 in 6 months. And yeah, here's exactly how I did it. So starting off, guys, if you guys don't believe me and you guys need trust, here is my Shopify plaque from one of my Shopify stores from last year, and here is another one from a different store. I haven't gotten one yet for the supplement store, but we will have one very soon. And yeah, I don't think I need to, show you guys flashy numbers, other stores and whatnot. But yeah, there's my evidence. So here is a revenue journey so far with this brand. We launched in August with a proof of concept test just to, make sure the product actually sells before we spend all of our time and money on this business. We wanted to just prove concept, and we did that with $1,000 in revenue. We got $1,000 in revenue. Like, okay, we have something here. Let's spend a little bit more time and energy, better landing page, better ads, and really, actually launch this thing. We're going to jump more into this, into the specifics later in this video, but so far, we've done $12,000 in September, and then each month we've grown month over month. So October, we doubled that, 24,000, November, doubled that again, 54,000, December, peak of Q4, we did 70,000, and then January, Q1 or Q5 if you want to call it, which is honestly great for supplements because the whole thing about new year, new me, people want to try new supplements and improve themselves in January. So January we had our best month of 96,000, and these are just easy round numbers, but as you can see in the screenshot, from August to February 13th we've done $290,000 in sales with a returning customer rate of 29%, which if you're into drop shipping, that a returning customer rate of anything above 2% is like really, really good for the traditional drop shipper. For supplements, we want to be above 30%. So we're pretty happy where we're at right now. We're working on our LTV and to increase that returning customer rate. Okay, so let's talk about why I chose supplements. First of all, supplements have very high margins. 70 to 80% gross margins are absolutely normal in this niche. And the big thing of recurring revenue, right? So if people order once and they like your product, they're gonna come back and buy again. These people might opt into the subscribe and save model, or they might not and they just like it and then they come back and buy again. Either way, both these offers add recurring revenue to your business. So instead of acquiring a customer one time, you acquire them once and they buy multiple times after that. So you're really acquiring more orders per customer, if that makes sense. Okay. And with supplements, it's much more defensible compared to a traditional product that you're drop shipping from AliExpress, right? It's harder to knock off these products. They're, sometimes have a custom blend. They all have custom branding, and it's not easily accessible on AliExpress or even Alibaba. So overall, you just have a lot less copycats. Another great thing with supplements is you have to advertise on multiple channels. You don't have to, but like it all kind of works together and allows a seamless scale. So you can do direct to consumer from Shopify. You can sell on Amazon. We want to have our supplement on Walmart shelves and, Target shelves and traditional stores that you see. That's really the ultimate goal here. And yeah, obviously there's a massive market for supplements. Our niche, I'm not going to give away our specific niche, but we sell to women, and honestly, like any women can take our supplement. So it's just a massive, massive niche, a 50 billion plus industry. And there's so many niches you can sell to in supplements. Just do your own market research and really find what niche you want to sell in. We'll talk about that a little bit more. So yeah, let's talk about product research and how we actually found this product. I want to start off with saying that we actually used ChatGPT, an agent from ChatGPT, to do deep research and actually find this product. Okay, so we gave it a prompt and we had to do its own market research. It filled out a Google Doc of like 20 something pages on different niches that we should sell to, different pain points, and what actual deliverable product, what actual supplement blend we should sell. And we proved concept in August, and then we went all in on it. So the AI actually found underserved niches with a passionate audience. So we knew we had a good target to market to, and we knew exactly what pain point we wanted to hit. And the AI validated demand with keyword research and competitor analysis. We found a few competitors that were absolutely crushing on Meta, and we knew they were making money, and so could we. Okay, so I found a gap, a strong need, and there was competition, but there wasn't a lot of competition. So in this case, it was pretty weak competition. Okay, and then like I said, we tested messaging, we tested the product with a soft concept. We launched a proof of concept test just to test messaging, test the product, test the angle, just to make sure that we got sales before, we go and order bulk inventory. Worst thing we could do is order bulk inventory before we test and then end up not selling a single one. And now we're stuck with this inventory and stuck with a product that doesn't work. So I highly recommend doing a proof of concept test. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Let's talk about manufacturing and actually how we started manufacturing. So we did the proof of concept test, right, without any inventory, just a proof concept. Once we proved concept, 5+ sales with at least a break-even ROAS, then we started working with a Chinese supplier. We contacted the supplier on Alibaba. We told them what ingredients we needed to make. They were able to give us a quote within a couple of days. We got quotes from other suppliers and talked prices back and forth to get the best price. Then we ended up picking one. And then, they gave us the bottle size, and then we made a custom label on Canva with the help of AI to make the actual branding, gave them the label, and ordered the first MOQ. I believe the first MOQ, minimum order quantity, was around 500 bottles, and they cost us around $4 a bottle, I believe. That's what we paid, I believe. So we ordered that. And then, one thing that's very important with supplements is you need fast shipping, right? Especially if people are on subscribe and save and they run out of a bottle after 30 days and they get billed for their next bottle. You need that bottle at their doorstep within 3 days. So I do not recommend drop shipping or shipping from China at all. So what we did is we ordered this low MOQ of 500 bottles, and we immediately worked with the USA 3PL with one of my friends out in Texas. If you guys need a USA-based 3PL, just send me a message on Instagram. I can get you connected with my guy. But that's exactly what we did. We shipped him 500 bottles, and he was able to pick and pack each order delivered to our customer's doorstep in 3 to 5 business days. Okay, so again, we validated the product with a proof of concept test first, just to prove market fit, and then we started scaling. Okay, and then after Q4, we switched to full USA manufacturing out here in Arizona. And then that company that does the manufacturing is also our 3PL. So our manufacturing and 3PL is all done out here in Arizona, which makes the process very, very easy and seamless. So now we have a fully domestic supply chain for faster shipping, more happy customers. Okay, so let's talk about, the actual driver of the business, which is advertising, specifically Meta ads. We spend by far the most on Meta ads, okay? So what's working inside of our ad account? If you guys don't know how to run Meta ads, I have so many videos on how to launch campaigns. So I'm not gonna be talking about the actual button clicking, but I will be telling you what is working inside of our ad account. So image ads are working. So regular image ads, I don't need to explain what these look like. Just go on Facebook ads library, do a Google search of like traditional image ads, okay? These are still crushing it. And alongside these, what is also working is native style image ads. So images that blend into your feed and don't look like an ad, and they feel very organic and just an image. And then what really does this selling is the long primary text on Facebook. And all of these image ads and video ads lead to an advertorial, a pre-sales page, then that leads to a Shopify product page, okay? And retargeting image ads are also working very well. With retargeting ads, we just show the product and then we show a discount. So these are people that are already familiar with the product. They have probably seen our ads quite a few times over the last few weeks. They've been to our website, they've probably checked out but not converted. And then we hit them with a 20% discount, free shipping, and then they convert on the retargeting ads, okay? And then video ads are also working. So we're showing the problem, we agitate the problem, and then we show a solution, which is our product. And we want to really focus on the hook on the first 3 seconds, first 6 to 10 words of the video. This YouTube video is not a course on how to make video ads. I have other videos on my YouTube channel that talk about that, but I want to let you guys know that image ads and video ads are working for our brand. And then we are using CBOs for all of this. We're scaling our CBOs by 20% every 3 days to make a clean and efficient scale. I do not recommend ABOs at all, CBOs for testing and scaling. Keep it simple. Okay, let's talk about the next driver of the business, which is Amazon. And Amazon is a non-negotiable with supplements, okay? This isn't an exact stat, but it's roughly 30% of your Shopify visitors are gonna go and search your brand, your product, on Amazon after they see your ad from Meta, okay? So if you're not on Amazon, all they're gonna do is, search your product and find your competitor that is on Amazon, and then your competitor is gonna get that sale. So if you're not on Amazon, you're literally losing so much revenue on the table. So you need Amazon, okay? This also builds trust. So it's a huge trust factor. Especially buying supplements on Amazon. We're also not running ads on Amazon, so the cost to acquire a customer on Amazon is, relatively nothing because the ad spend is actually coming from Meta. And, those people will buy on Shopify, but when they don't and they go to Amazon, it's just free drip over traffic, okay? And then, Amazon also has a subscribe and save built in. So you can just turn that on and people can subscribe and save and get on your monthly recurring revenue on Amazon as well. So it's honestly essential, and I don't recommend any supplement brand even try to scale without having Amazon set up. And then let's talk about getting approved on Amazon. It is, not super easy. It's a process that every supplement brand have to go through, but they do require approval. So you need COAs, you need FDA registration, and you need to approve invoices from your suppliers. Your product images must meet Amazon guidelines, and your claims must be compliant, okay? And this takes about 1 to 2 weeks. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but everyone has to do it, and just do it early so you don't have to, do this when you're scaling and things go south, and then now you're not on Amazon while you're at peak scale, and then you have to get this tested. So just get it over with and get your testing done. It probably costs like $1,500. We use Eurofins. They're actually partners with Amazon, so they make it pretty seamless. It's just, again, a pain in the ass. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is TikTok Shop. We're not yet on TikTok Shop because of the approval process. It was a bit of a pain in the ass with TikTok Shop. If you don't respond to the request within a certain days, they block your account, and I unfortunately messed up and did that. So now we're on a new TikTok Shop account and going through the approval process. But TikTok Shop is huge. I mean, it's really just a massive organic reach potential. The amount of videos just go absolutely viral on TikTok Shop, and you can use those videos to run ads. So it's not only a sales channel, but also a channel for getting content to run as ads. And there's an affiliate program, so creators sell for you, and when you make money, they make money, vice versa. So it's a win-win for everybody. Usually there's lower CPMs in Meta. The amount of eyeballs you can get on your video ads on TikTok is absolutely insane. But we talked about the approval process. It sucks, similar to Amazon. Just get it over with, get it done. And we're working on getting approved right now and testing TikTok Shop in Q1 of 2026. Okay, this is probably the most important part of all subscription brands, all supplement brands, right? Subscriptions, the secret weapon. So we use Kaching bundles and Kaching subscriptions to manage all of our subscriptions. So we offer a 15 to 20% discount for people to subscribe and save rather than just buying one-off times. We have a really good take rate on subscriptions. So about 60% of our customers who convert on Shopify are choosing the subscribe and save model. We don't have concrete data on our LTV analysis, but we roughly know that customers stay for around 3 to 4 months if they subscribe and save. So that's 3 to 4 more purchases from each customer. That's the whole beauty of subscription model supplements. So kind of winding this video up, here's really our scaling plan for this year and next year. So we want Meta to be our main driver. We want to recoup revenue on Google and Amazon, and then we ultimately want to scale with TikTok Shop as well. I would be happy to even just break even on TikTok Shop and then use those videos created by content creators on Meta for more top of the funnel sales. Okay. So that's the road to 1 million. We've done 290,000 so far, and I think we can reach the 1 million goal in the next 4 to 5 months. And I hope you guys follow this journey, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just please comment down below and I'll be happy to answer them. All right. Peace.